Hello, everyone. I think I jumped the gun by a minute, but oh well. Um, so I'm glad that Nick and James are here with me, and I guess we'll just um, kind of chat for a minute and give other people a chance to tune in. Um, I've had an odd day, I have to say. For most of the day, I've felt a little bit lightheaded. And so, yeah, I'm really happy to have this opportunity tonight because I always feel better after I spend some time meditating. So I'm happy that you two guys have joined me here. Um, I guess I just want to invite anything that you want to say besides hello. It's not as easy, I know, in the chat as it is to do it when we get to Zoom. So I understand if you don't want to take time to write. Um, so anyway, yeah, I guess another thing I could share with you is that I've spent the better part of I think maybe 3 or 4 days cleaning off my desk, and believe me, that was quite a task. I'm not sure how things get so messed up, but I think partly it has to do with my tendency to procrastinate. So I just put something down and think I'll get to it later. And then, it's there. And then it gets covered up with something else. And yeah. So I guess I'm on my way to hopefully um, changing um, that tendency. Yeah, James. I was kind of disappointed also that the RIA gathering got canceled, but the people that were putting it together, um, and I am so glad I was not in charge of organizing that. But the people that were putting it together really are strictly going by the CDC guidelines and what the governor says, and so that's all good. Um, and And so, yeah, like you said, I guess it's better to be safe. So, Nick, yeah, definitely disappointed. I agree it was the right call, um, especially as some of us are talking about when and how to open the meditation center. It's really complicated. Doesn't seem like it would be complicated, but it is. Um, Hi, Jody. Welcome. Um, so happy that you could join us and glad you got my message. So you got the link and everything. So great. Um, we were just chatting about an event that the Richardson Interfaith Alliance was going to have, and and it got canceled, and so we were just kind of chatting about that. Um, yeah, the governor uh, finally came around to saying that he was going to order that no gatherings have more than 100 people. And, and so I suppose that the people who were organizing the event expected that we would gather more than 100 people. I don't know. Anyway, so they also use the word postponed. So, we might still have an opportunity to do it in the future. So, Nick, James, and Jody, I'm so happy you're all here. And I'd like to begin with a couple sounds of the bell, and then I will read the opening affirmation. Contemplation before sitting. The Sangha is invited to go back to our breathing so that our collective energy of mindfulness brings us together as an organism, going as a river with no more separation. Let the whole Sangha breathe as one body, generate peace as one body, be free as one body. Let us transcend the boundaries of a delusive self, liberating ourselves from the superiority complex, the inferiority complex, and the equality complex. We are aware that the happiness and suffering of all people is also our own happiness and suffering. We see ourselves in all people, and all people in ourselves. We are one with those caught in situations of oppression. We are also one with the oppressors. We are one with the wise and good people who are present everywhere in the world. We are one with those who are able to embrace the whole of this world with their heart of love and their two arms of caring action. We are a people with enough peace, joy, and freedom to be able to offer fearlessness and the joy of life to beings around us. The love and the joy of great beings who are present in this world are supporting us, not allowing us to drown in despair, and showing us the way of understanding, compassion, and right action. So thinking about what kind of meditation to do tonight, I felt that what would be helpful for me and hopefully for you is to practice in the way that Thich Nhat Hanh suggests, so that we get in touch with our breath, our body, our mind, and our consciousness. So this meditation will follow the usual pattern where I will make a suggestion about what to contemplate, and then you'll have two words or phrases, one to think or breathe in and one to breathe out. And each you'll have probably not much more than a minute for each part. I find for myself that sometimes if there is a lot of time between the guidance, my mind is more likely to wander. So hopefully just having a minute or so will be good, will keep us focused. So let's enjoy 3 sounds of the bell, and then we will enjoy our meditation. And so however you prepare for meditation, to sit or lie down, to close your eyes, or to keep a soft, unfocused gaze directed at the floor. Just however you want to prepare for the sitting. And let us begin. Breathing in, I am aware of my in-breath. Breathing out, I am aware of my out-breath. In, out. In, out. Breathing in, I feel my chest rising. Breathing out, I feel my chest falling. Rising, falling. Rising, falling. Breathing in, I feel my breath deepen. Breathing out, I feel my breath slow. Deep, slow. Deep, slow. Breathing in, I am aware of my whole body. Breathing out, I relax my whole body. Body, relaxing. Body, relaxing. Breathing in, I calm every cell in my body. Breathing out, I smile. Calm, smile. Calm, smile. Breathing in, I experience ease in my body. Breathing out, I smile. Ease, smile. Ease, smile. Breathing in, I am aware of a pleasant thought. Breathing out, I smile to the pleasant thought. Pleasant thought, smile. Pleasant thought, smile. Breathing in, I am aware of an unpleasant thought. Breathing out, I smile to the unpleasant thought. Unpleasant thought, smile. Unpleasant thought, smile. Breathing in, I am aware of a neutral thought. Breathing out, I smile to the neutral thought. Neutral thought, smile. Neutral thought, smile. Breathing in, I see thoughts float away like clouds in a spacious blue sky. Breathing out, I smile to the thought clouds. Thought clouds, smile. Thought clouds, smile. Breathing in, I'm aware that my breath, body, and mind are happy in the present moment. Breathing out, I rest in the present moment. Present moment, rest. Present moment, rest. Breathing in, I observe the impermanent nature of all things. Breathing out, I contemplate the impermanent nature of all things. Observe impermanence, contemplate impermanence. Observe impermanence, contemplate impermanence. Breathing in, I contemplate nirvana. Breathing out, I contemplate nirvana. Breathing in, I breathing in, I realize that nirvana is my true nature. No birth, no death, no being, and no non-being. Breathing out, I observe nirvana as insight and freedom from notions. True nature, freedom from notions. True nature, freedom from notions. Breathing in, I let go of unwholesome attachments. Breathing out, I touch my true nature. Letting go, touching true nature. Letting go, touching true nature. So let's take a moment to kind of come back. Hopefully without losing the relaxation and the understandings that may have arisen during that meditation, or the insight. And maybe stretching a little bit. Just Thank you so much for being here and for participating. It's really, really nice. I just want to read one little thing. And before I do that, I'm going to say welcome to a few other people that haven't signed into the chat box. If you'd like to do that, that would be great. And just to remind you that if you will look at the top of the chat box, you'll find the Zoom link for when we are done with this particular part of our evening. And I hope you will all join me on Zoom, because I'd love to see you, and I'd love for us to be able to talk to one another. And when we get over to Zoom, I want to read a little bit more from this book that I have found to be really helpful. It's a book called Saying Yes to Life, Even the Hard Parts. Hello, Cornell and Carolyn. Good to know that you've joined us. It's great. This book, Saying Yes to Life, was written by Ezra Beta. And I want to read just this one page, and then when we move over to Zoom, I'll share a couple of more quotes from him. But this particular passage is called Discomfort. He says, perhaps it's the belief that we shouldn't have any problems, any discomfort, any pain that makes modern life so distressing. Life doesn't match our image of how it should be, and we conclude that life itself is wrong. We relate to everything from the narrow, fearful perspective of I want. And what we want is to feel good. When our emotional distress does not feel good, we recoil from it. The resulting discomfort generates fear. Then fear creates even more distress, and distress becomes our enemy, something to be rid of. Let us instead examine our basic requirements that life should be comfortable. This one assumption causes all of us endless difficulties. So I'm really wanting to hear your thoughts about that. But before I finish with Ezra, this quote I found to be also very interesting and helpful. He says, there is often a vague sense of danger with which we greet almost every person in every situation. If it had a voice, it might whisper, please don't hurt me. I think about that when I see the demonstrations, when I see people on both sides shouting at one another. And I can almost hear the whisper in their minds, please don't hurt me. Nobody wants to be hurt. And everybody wants to feel good. So, yeah. That also reminds me of this saying, and I'm sorry that I don't remember who said it. I think it's just a Zen saying. And it goes like this. If you understand, things are just as they are. If you don't understand, things are just as they are. It's almost like a koan. If you really get it or let it sink in, when I remember that, I can go through my life with much less discomfort, recognizing things just as they are. And, maybe I can have some impact on the way things are, and maybe not. So, let me close out this part of our meeting and remind you again that the Zoom link, maybe I'll put that in here again because I want to be sure that everybody has that information and can join us over on Zoom. So let me put that in there again. So there's the link now at the bottom of the screen. And I will just close out with the closing chant that we use on Interbeing Sangha. And we'll do sharing the merit at the end of our Zoom meeting. So please, I really want to see all of you, so I hope you'll join me on Zoom. But let's hear the bell, and I will do the chant. Countless beings we vow to free, ceaseless afflictions we vow to end, limitless dharma doors we vow to open, the deepest paths of awakening we vow to realize. So let's make our way over to Zoom. I'm going to end this part of our program and we'll meet up in the next place.